This is not just a warning, this is a demand, and it is coming straight from Iran this time. Ladies and gentlemen, a dramatic escalation. Tehran has now named 5 countries and put them on the notice. Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Bahrain and Jordan. The accusation is serious though. You played a role in the conflict. You caused damage and now you must pay the price here. Yes, Iran is openly demanding compensation and not really quietly but through formal global channels, turning what is usually handled behind the scenes, it is now into the public eye. Through its envoy at the United Nations, Iran is presenting this as a legal claim, not just politics but law, arguing that these countries, they violated international obligations during the conflict, possibly by allowing support, logistics or cooperation that harmed Iranian interests. Well, here Tehran is signaling that it may pursue international legal mechanism or diplomatic pressure campaign just to push its case further if its demands they are ignored or not met. But here is where the story flips, because these same countries, they have long accused Iran of violating international norms, destabilizing the entire region, supporting the proxy groups and escalating tension across multiple fronts. Now it has become accusation versus accusation, right? A diplomatic standoff that is quickly turning into a legal confrontation, with both the sides trying to shape the global narrative in their favor. The timing, of course, that's not really random. The Middle East is already tensed. Conflicts are ongoing, alliances are shifting, and this move, it adds another layer of pressure here. Now, experts believe that this could trigger a long and complicated battle, not on the battlefield though, but in the courtrooms, summits, and global forums. Well, it could also deepen division within the Gulf region, forcing more and more countries to choose sides more clearly and hardening existing geopolitical bloc. However, the impact that is not going to stay limited to legal debates, because when pressure builds in this region, it always spreads. It spreads into oil market, trade route, global stability. The countries named by Iran, they are key energy exporters and strategic transit hub, meaning that any escalation could disrupt the supply chain, increase the oil price volatility and create uncertainty for the global investors and economies, including major importers like India. Well, there is also a strategic angle behind this move though. By raising compensation demands, Iran may be trying to increase pressure on the US allies in this region, testing their unity and pushing them to consider their position. There are also strategic angle behind this move. By raising compensation demand, Iran may be trying to increase pressure on the US allies in the region, testing their unity and pushing them to reconsider their position and wait. It also sends a signal that Tehran is willing to escalate not just militarily or maybe diplomatically, but legally and economically as well. So what we are seeing right now is a legal claim, a political signal and a strategic pressure tactic. Because one thing is clear, Iran is not stepping back, it is stepping forward with demands, with accusations and with a warning that the region simply cannot ignore. And you know what, the next response from these countries could really decide whether this remains a diplomatic standoff or turns into something much bigger.